Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I just wanted to do a nice, easy sketch and chat video, partly because I have a lot of behind the scenes stuff going on that I'm not quite ready to show you guys yet. So I thought today I would sit down and practice some of my wolf anatomy for my Year of Red project. If you are new around here, I am designing a calendar based on Red Riding Hood, and so I am gathering materials, references, and stories and stuff, trying to put this nice, really cool, cohesive calendar together. And so that is what I'm doing today, and I thought I would just kind of do a sketch and chat and just kind of talk to you guys. So as I said, a lot of behind the scenes stuff has been going on, and the first thing that is new is that I have a MailChimp account, so I will finally be doing a mailing list. And I also got a P.O. box so I could officially send out packages. And I am really taking a lot of classes on Skillshare, trying to make sure that this calendar project is as great as it could be, and I'm using all the techniques that I could be. Originally for today's video, I wanted to do another video that I haven't finished yet, partly because I didn't like the way that it turned out, and I decided that I really needed to rework the perspective of the piece. So I had to resort to a different video for today, just because I like to pop in at least once a week and talk to you guys. So since this is a nice chatty video, I kind of wanted to ask you guys a couple questions. The first question is for my mailing list, the reward. I've seen a couple YouTubers do a secret password page on their website, and I thought that would be a really cool idea, and you guys could see all the sketches of my behind the scenes of the Red Riding Hood project and all the things that I want to do, the manufacturers that I plan to use, etc., etc. And I was wondering if that would be something that would interest you, or you would like maybe a longer tutorial video, or maybe like a free download. So I would really like the input for that. So make sure you drop me a comment and let me know how you feel about that if you were interested in signing up for my mailing list. I don't plan on spamming people, partly because my email list is not my email list, but my email inbox is absolutely ridiculous, and I'm cleaning it out right now. So it would most likely be like a bi-weekly kind of email letter. Like, I don't plan to, you know, bombard you every day in your mailbox, just because I personally don't like it, and I feel like Joanne Fabrics is literally trying to kill me with their 5 emails a day. And I keep unsubscribing, and I, for some reason, still keep getting emails. So I don't want to be a nuisance in your mailbox, but I would like to give you a reward that you would actually enjoy. So definitely let me know what you guys think of that. And the second question that I have for you guys is in part 2, my next video. I have 2 ideas in mind, and one is the next concept and line drawing and sketch for my next big piece, which would actually be in the Red Riding Hood calendar. So it would be like from a thumbnail to final line art video. Or I am really interested in trying to design a sticker pack, partly because I have not figured out how to use my Cricut yet, and I'm really itching to do that. So I would really like to know which video you guys would actually prefer for the next one. I can't really decide. I mean, I'm sure I'm going to be making both of them, but I would be very curious to know which one you would like to see first. So make sure you let me know that in the comments below as well. And moving down my checklist of things to talk to you guys about, I am still getting set up for live streaming. I know you guys are probably like, but Kelly, you've live streamed before. It was a trial of Ecamm Live, and I am planning on buying that very, very soon, possibly this week, maybe next week. And I need to figure out how to get that all set up so I can live stream with you guys. When I do get that set up, I was wondering what kind of live stream you would like to do. Would you like to work on an art piece and do like a Q&A, or maybe just do a Q&A, chatty type video, or would you like to see like some kind of experiment, something that I haven't tried yet, like maybe my airbrush or like the pinstriping stuff that I got, or we can play with some gold leaf some more, maybe some ink, maybe just concepting, maybe we can design a character. I don't know. I'm not really 100% sure what you guys would like to see. I have a million ideas running around in my head that I would like to execute, so I would really appreciate your input on these things, partly because I want to make sure that you're happy and we're all in this nice community together. I really like making content that you guys want to see, so I would be very curious to know how you would like to go about with the live stream format. So, like I said, definitely let me know in the comments below what you think of that. I have been doing so much stuff behind the scenes and doing a lot of Inktober prep, going over my stories and mythology and all kinds of things and getting totally inspired by that. The trip to the DIA was really valuable for me. I have so many ideas, and then I'm taking classes on Skillshare, which is giving me a whole bunch more ideas. I want to design a pattern. I have 2 enamel pins that I want to design that are going to be coming out this year, and I'm so excited to just share all this stuff with you guys, but I know I need to do it in a timely manner, so you're not completely overwhelmed with everything that I got going on. But there is a ton of stuff going on behind the scenes. I got a pretty cool interview coming up where I'll be interviewing someone. I have another collab coming up. And obviously we have Inktober. Me and Courtney have been talking back and forth about that again. And just so many things are going on, and I'm so excited. I found a really awesome printer / art capture place locally to me. I'm looking into screen printing. I'm looking into so many things, and I'm so excited for this year. It's been so great, and I'm so inspired, and I cannot wait to share all this stuff with you guys. With all of that being said, I would really like to know how I can help you guys out in any way possible. I know that I've had so many questions and so many things that I have spent so much time trying to get the answers to. Before I even got my channel started, it took me forever to figure out how I wanted to set up my camera, how I could do that visually so, it wouldn't be an eyesore on film and things like that. Do you guys need help with a certain medium? I mean, I'm not a professional anything by any means, but I do like to share the knowledge that I have picked up, and I would be happy to share that with you guys, whether it be drawing help, anatomy help, paper selection help, sketchbook help, website help, any kind of help that I can offer you. I'd be more than happy to give the knowledge that I have picked up. Like I said, I'm not an expert, and there's tons of experts out there, but if you, for some reason, like what I'm doing the way that I'm doing it, and you would like more information on those things, I'd be happy to share that. I just don't want to bore certain people who like topic videos versus tutorials. I don't really consider myself a teacher, but like I said, I absorb a lot, and I definitely don't mind sharing. So if you guys have any questions for me at all, I would be happy to answer them or look into them, do research for you guys, and actually make a video on that certain topic. I don't know all of the things. I don't think anybody knows all the things, and I think that with all of the information out there, it's nice to get a single person's perspective on the one thing, even if you only grab one thing from that person and another thing from another person, and then you're eventually able to figure out how to do that in your own way. I think that's really valuable. So if you guys need help with anything that you think I can help you with, please let me know, and I would be happy. to assist you. So now that I have probably completely bored you guys with all of my questions and weird statements, let's talk about this sketchbook spread a little bit. It's more of a sketchbook dump, I would say. I'm not officially a very good sketchbooker, and I keep a very messy sketchbook. Not a lot of my stuff is finished and polished because it takes the pressure off. I have come to realize I started off that way and it just wasn't working for me because there was too much pressure associated with it. So now it's where I work out all of my ideas and try to figure out all the concepts and certain ways that I want to do things and portray in certain pieces, that I find this a little bit more therapeutic and a little mindless, if that makes sense, to where I can just get all the stuff out in my head and get down the positions that I want and anatomy studies that I need to get done. So it makes my final artwork pieces a lot better and the concepts come together a lot better, and it's something that I am newly into, if that makes any sense. And it's becoming a very good practice for me, and I really want to start doing this every day, just in the morning with my coffee, and just kind of get out all of the ideas that I have gathered throughout the night. And because for some reason when it's quiet, I tend to think a lot more and think about how, oh wow, this would be a really cool concept, or that would be a really cool concept, or if I mixed these two together, or if this was inspired by a certain piece and a certain pose, how would that look, and things like that. And the sketchbook is definitely where you can figure out all of those things for your final pieces. Another thing that has come to me recently is the more that I dig into the artists that I admire's work and watch their practices and how they work out their sketches, thumbnails, concepts, and final line work, I feel like I'm more on track and more allowed to have mistakes and not put so much pressure on myself, because there's always another layer you can add. You can always start over. Sometimes you just need to get out a specific idea and figure out if it works or doesn't work and what you can do to change it to make it work. Aaron Blaise, I think, is a really good one. I love watching him do his live streams and work and start with little ideas and involve them so much better than any reference photo that you can find. And it's really inspirational to see that. Another really great artist that I really love to watch work is Furry Little Peach. I love watching her work. She just seems to, and she's a very different style than Aaron Blaise. She's very in the moment and I want to do this, and like the 5-second rule really applies to her, to where, she acts on something really quickly and it works very intuitively, which I think is really great. And all of her stuff comes out really great, even though it's more of an illustrative style versus the more realism style of Aaron Blaise. And it's really nice to watch artists work out their process in front of you, so you don't feel like such a failure when the first line you put on paper is just not cooperating with you and things like that. And another good resource for this is The Art of Books. I find them very inspirational, and you can see the concept sketches and the character design and the messy environments at first and all the kinks that they work out to get to these final pieces. Like, nobody has this really awesome final piece in one go. There's always a thumbnail, there's a concept, there's bullet notes, there's sketch upon sketch upon sketch, color comps and things like that. And it's just nice to know that you don't have to have something really nice and cohesive come out at first, and you can work to that point. I've been dealing with the comparison monster for a few weeks now, and I had to tell myself in my mind that what people put on social media for the most part is their best. It's not their messy part of how they work. It's the final product and what they want you to see. And it's very easy to get caught up in this, you know, they're so much better than me, and everything that they seem to do just flows out of them. And, you know, they sit down and they say they want to design one thing, and a couple hours later they have that thing. And I don't think it's that easy for most people. It's definitely not that easy for me, because I tend to overthink a lot of things, and I've actually redesigned so many pieces in my head for this calendar because I didn't think that one piece matched the other. So I decided to actually take the pressure off of myself and just take it one piece at a time. I mean, they're all created by my hand, so they're going to look nice together. And it's just, you know, you talk yourself down so much in your head, and it makes you a little afraid to do things, which is a little ridiculous because, I mean, why? Like, it just doesn't make any sense. And I have to tuck myself out of that quite a bit and actually give myself social media breaks, because, you know, you see people getting so much engagement and stuff with the stuff that they have worked really hard for, and you feel like you're putting in all this work as well, and for some reason your stuff isn't going anywhere. And you just have to remember why you're doing it in the first place, and it's not about anybody else. It's about something that you need to get out of your head and something that you need to design for you. And I have just realized that I have been rambling on for quite a while now, so I'm sorry if I got off track a little bit. I went from having all of these questions for you guys to like writing a diary verbally. I don't know where that came from, but I hope that you found it enjoyable anyway. I'm a very opinionated person, and I like to inspire people versus not discourage, but you know, I like to show you guys my mistakes. I like to show you where I screwed up, because I feel like those things are valuable. I do. I really feel like watching somebody that you admire screw up is a very good thing, and very inspirational for other people to take into their lives, to realize it's all right. You don't have to have everything right on the first go, and, you know, it's life. We're messy. We're humans. We're allowed to make so many mistakes. Anyway, so that's basically it for this page. Here are some close-ups of my sketchbook dump. As you can see, I used a little bit of marker, a little bit of brush pen, which was a lot of fun. I haven't played with a brush pen at all, and I'm actually trying to practice with that because I would like to incorporate the brush pen in my Inktober this year and have a lot of fun with that. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.